Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended in a session May-June 2023 Paper 2-1. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1. CDE is a straight line. Find angle ADE, A, D and E. So this angle we have to find. As you can see, ABCD is a quadrilateral. So sum of all angles of a quadrilateral add up to 360 degree. So we can say that angle ADE, this should be equals to 360 degree. Subtract 71 degrees, subtract 104 degrees and subtract 56 degrees, right? Let me simplify. So 360 minus 71 minus 104 minus 56. This is 129. Sorry, we're doing ADC, this angle first. This is 129. 129 degrees. 129 degrees. And the question is about ADE, A, D and E. This angle we have to find. So this is a straight line. So angle on a straight line is 180 degree. So we can say A, D and E, this should be equals to 180. Subtract 129 degrees. 180 take away answer is 51 degrees. Is ADE, right? Question number 2. A train journey starts at 21:43. Right, it takes 8 hours and 32 minutes. Find the time the journey finishes, right? So in 21:43 we have to add 8 hours and 32 minutes and subtracting 6. Okay, let me convert first 21:43 to 21:43 subtract 12. This is 9:43 basically. This time is 9:43 p.m. right? So in 9 hours and 43 you have to add 8 hours and 32 minutes, which is 18, 15, and 18 is basically 6. Subtracting 12. Sorry, subtracting 12, this is 6:15. Yes, so at 6:15 p.m. the journey finishes, right? Question number 3. The diagram shows a straight line intersecting two parallel lines. A straight line intersecting two parallel lines. Find the value of A and the value of B, giving a geometrical reason for each answer. A, these two are vertically opposite angles, right? So they are equal. So A is also 58 degrees because they are vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, right? Now for B, so if I consider this is also angle A, because these are two alternate angles, right? And to solve for B, this is 58 degrees. 58, this is a straight line, right? 180 take away 58, a straight line. 180 minus 58, so B is 122 degrees. This is 122. So first we can say alternate angles, right? Angle A, these are two alternate angles. This is the first reason. And then angle on a straight line add up to 180 degree. Angles on straight line add up to 180, right? Question number 4. By writing each number in the calculation correct to one significant figure, work out an estimate for the value of this. You must show all your working. One significant figure of 6.7 is just 7 times 2.1 is 2 and 18 rounded to 20 and 5.9 would be 6. 7 times 2 is 14, and 20 take away 6 is 14. So this is just 1. Right. Question number 5. Eric has 4 colors of paints. The table shows the probability that he uses each color. The color is red, blue, green, yellow. Find the value of x. We have to solve for the yellow. So we know that sum of all probability equals to 1. All of them add up to 1. Right? We can easily solve for yellow. For this, 1 subtract 0.3, subtract 0.35, subtract 0.13. This is 0.22. X is 0.22 for yellow. Right. Question number 6. Calculate the volume of a sphere with the diameter 4.8 centimeter. Right. So the diameter of a sphere is given. We have to find the radius, which is diameter divided by 2, which is 4.8, half of 4.8. Right. So this is 4.8 divided by 2 is 2.4 centimeter is the radius. We have to calculate the volume of a sphere, and we have given the volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi times radius cube. Right. So 4 by 3 times by pi times 2.4, its cube. This is 57.9 centimeter cube. Right. Question number 7. The scale on a map is 1/125,000. On the map, the length of an island is 9.4 centimeter. Calculate the actual length of the island, giving your answer in kilometers. So this scale on the map is in centimeters, right? So we have 1 centimeter equals to this much. We have given 1 centimeter equals to 125,000 centimeters. What is 9.4 centimeters? This is 9.4 times this much. 125,000 times 9.4. This is 117,500 centimeters. Right. Now we have to find the actual length of an island, giving our answer in terms of kilometers. Now we have to convert centimeters into kilometers. Okay, so the conversion is 1 kilometer has 100,000 centimeters. Right. So we have to find this much centimeters into kilometers, right? Okay, so 1175,000 centimeters. This should be equals to 117,500 over 100,000. All right, this is actual scale. 1175000 divides 1 2 3 4 5 zeros. 11.75. This is 11.75 kilometer is the actual length of an island in terms of kilometer. Question number 8, part A. The nth term of a sequence is 10 minus n square. Write down the first 3 terms of this sequence. So the first term is 10 minus 1 square. Let me do one calculator. 10 minus 1 square is 9. The first term. For second term, 10 minus 2 square is 6. And for third term, 10 minus 3 square is 1. 9, 6 and 1 are the first 3 terms of this sequence. Part B, these are first 4 terms of another sequence. Find an expression for the nth term. Okay, first find out the difference. In 7, if I add 3, this is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. And 13 plus 3 would be 16, right? So this is basically 3n and something, right? So for first term, when n is 1, so 3 times 1 would be 3. How can we get 7? In 3, we add 4 to make 7. Right, 3 times 2 is 6. In 6, add 4 is 10. So 3n plus 4 is the nth term. Question number 9, triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Calculate the value of H, right? So they are similar. So we know that when two triangles are similar, the ratios of their corresponding sides are equal. So we can say that the side H and the side 5.6, its ratio should be equals to the side 8.1 over 7.2. Okay, let me solve for the H, which is equals to 8.1 over 7.2 and times by 5.6. Right, 8.1 divides 7.2 times 5.6, 6.3 centimeter is the value for H. Question number 10, without using a calculator, work out. You must show you're working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form, right? 7 times 2 is 14, 14 plus 1 is 15 out of 7. And division turns to multiplication. This is 9 by 5. The reciprocal is 9 by 5, right? 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 3 should be 15. And we know that 3 times 9 is 27. And out of 7, right? So as a mixed number, so we have 7 here. 7 times 3 is 21. In 21 we add 6 to get 27. So 3 6 by 7. Question number 11, describe the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B, right? A to B, this is obvious, an enlargement. Now we have to find the scale factor of enlargement and the center of enlargement, right? So for the scale factor, the original shape is 1 unit and the new shape is 2 units. So the scale factor has a formula, new shape over the original shape. The 2 by 1 is just 2. So the scale factor of enlargement is 2. Right, now let me find the center of enlargement. So to get the center of enlargement, we have to connect the corresponding sides of both shapes, right? So here we can see connecting. Okay. These 2 points, these 2, right? Now let me connect these 2 as well. Both of them passing through this point. So this is a center, which is 0, 7. So we can say the center of enlargement is 0, 7. Right. Now for part B, triangle A onto triangle C. A to C. A and C is a rotation, 90 degree clockwise. We have to find the center of rotation, right? So this is a rotation. It's 90 degree clockwise. Now let me find the center of rotation. Okay. For center of rotation, let me use a tracing paper here. Let me trace the triangle A. Right. And we have to fix any reference point. Let's say fixing this 3, 2 and move it 90 degree clockwise. No. Okay, let me fix another center. This is guess and check if I can do 3, 1. Yes, the center should be 3, 1, right? The center is 3, 1, right? Question number 12, part A. AO, OB and OC are all radii of a circle. OA, OB and OC, right? AB equals to BC. AB and BC, these two are same. Therefore, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COB, right? These two triangles are congruent, right? Draw a ring around the correct criteria of this statement, right? Two triangles are congruent. So what is the criteria? So for this we know that OA and OC is same, right? AB and BC is same, and OB is the common. So all the three sides. So the criteria is side, side, side. Right. Now for part B, P, Q, R and S are the points on a circle. P, Q, R and S, okay, and TQU is tangent to the circle at Q. This line is tangent to the circle at Q. So this line is tangent to the circle at Q. So we know that tangent is always perpendicular to the diameter. So this is a right angle. Okay. Okay, what else? P to R and S to Q intersect at the center of a circle O. PQ is parallel to SR. PQ and SR both are parallel, and angle RQU is 42 degrees, right? Now calculate number 1, angle QSR. We have Q, S and R. This angle we have to solve, right? Okay, so we know that for when we have a triangle over the diameter, this is a triangle over the diameter, this is a right angle triangle, right? This is 90-degree angle, and this straight line is 90. What is this angle? 90 subtract 42, 48. This angle is 48. The inner one is 48. Because the whole is 90, so this is 48 plus 42 makes 90. So we have to find the angle S by doing 180 minus 90 minus 48. This is 42 degrees. So S is 42. All right. Okay, moving to the second part, angle PQS. We have P, Q and S. This angle. P, Q and S. Okay. So this line and this line, these two are parallel lines. They are connecting with one line. So these two angles are alternate angles. They are same. This is also 42 degrees because of alternate angles. Right. Number 3, angle POS. POS. P, O and S. This angle. All right. So we have PQS is 42. POS is 2 times of 42. This is 2 times of 42 by the theorem. Times by 2 is 84 degrees. So the theorem is when the angles subtended by the same arc PQS and POS, then the angle on the circumference is 2 times of angle on the center is 2 times of angle on the circumference. Question number 13. Anaya invests $6,000. This is an investment P in an account that pays compound interest at a rate of R% per year. At the end of 8 years, the amount has earned $621.70 in the interest, right? Calculate the value of R. Right, so we have to use a formula for compound interest, which is A should be equals to P into 1 plus R. Its exponent is T, right? So the amount is $621.70. This should be equals to 6,000. The investment into 1 plus R%, 100, and T is 8. For the simplification, this is 621.70 divided 6,000. Okay, this is 0.1036 and this is 1 plus R over 100. Its exponent is 8, right? So taking the power of 1 by 8 on both sides, right? Times by 1 by 8 and its power is 1 by 8, right? So the power is 1 divides 8, 8th root basically. So this should be equals to 0.753 and equals to 1 plus R over 100. So subtracting 1, take away 1, this is, so we have to consider the positive answer because R never be negative, interest rate never be negative, so it is 0.246. and then times it by 100 to solve for r. So times by 100, this is okay. So the mistake I did over here is the amount. The account has earned this much in interest. So this is the amount earned in interest. So the amount is now 621.70 and add 6,000. Amount plus principal. A would be equals to I plus B, right? So here we have to add 6,000, right? So 6,000 add to 621.70. This would be 6621.70. Okay, and then divide it by 6,000. This should be 1.1036, and it's eighth root of answer, and this should be equals to, so over here we have the eighth root is 1.0124. Subtracting 1 and times by 100, we will get r, and this should be equals to 1.24, right? So the main thing is, this is not the value of amount. We have given the account has earned this much in interest. This is the amount earned in interest. So in this, to get the amount, we have to add the interest in the investment. We will get the amount, right? Now moving to question number 14, y is directly proportional to the square of x plus 3 when x is 2, y is 5. Find y when x is 1. So y is directly proportional to x plus 3 square. So y should be equals to some constant of proportionality times x plus 3 square, right? So y value is 5. This should be equals to k, and x is 2 plus 3 whole square, right? This is 5 and this is k, and this is 5 square, right? So 5 over 5 square, this is k, and k is 1 by 5, right? So here y is equals to 1 by 5 when x is 1 plus 3 whole square. This is 1 by 5 and 4 square, and this is 1 by 5 times 16, right? So 16 by 5 is 3.2. Y value is 3.2. Right. Question number 15. A bag contains 5 green buttons, 2 blue buttons, and 6 white buttons. Green are 5, blue are 2, and white are 6, right? Maya takes 2 buttons at random from the bag without replacement, without putting them back 2 buttons. Calculate the probability that one button is green and the other button is not green. Okay, so one button is green. Let me find out the total. Total are 5 plus 2 plus 6. The total is 13. Right. One button is green. Green are 5 out of 13. And the other button is, let's say, blue. So 2 out of 12. Plus one button is green and the other button is white. So 6 out of 12. Right. Or we have to make 2 combinations here. This is times by 2 because one is green, other is blue, or one is blue and other is green. So times by 2. One is green, other is white, or one is white, other is green. So we have to times this by 2 as well, right? Now let me simplify. 2 times 5 times 2 and divide it by 13 times 12. This is 5 times 39 plus 562. 5 times 6 times 2 and divided by 13 times 12. 5 times 13. 5 by 13. You have to add 5 by 39. 20 over 39 is the answer. Right. Question number 16, part A. Find the magnitude of the vector minus 4, 5. So the magnitude is square root of 4 square, negative 4 square plus 5 square. And the square root, right? So 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25 and square root of 41 is 6.4. 6.4 is the magnitude. Now for part B, the diagram shows a triangle OAC, OA and C. A is the midpoint of the line segment OB. OB is the midpoint. So OA and OAB is equal. Right, because A is a midpoint. OA is X, so AB is also, this is also X. OC is Y. Find a CB in terms of X and Y. C to B we have to find. Okay. Right, so CB, C to B, we have to follow the path of C to O and OB. Okay, C to O is negative of Y. O to B is X plus X to X. So 2X minus Y. Right. Question number 17, we have to simplify this, which is 81. Its exponent is 3 by 4. And x power 12, its exponent is 3 by 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So x power 3 times 3 is 9. So let me solve. 81 exponent 3 by 4 is 27. So 27 x power 9 is a simplified answer. Question number 18, the diagram shows the position of 3 towns U, V and W. U, V and W. U is due west of V. U is due west of V, right? And angle UVW is 125. U, V and W. This angle is 125 degrees, right? Calculate the bearing of U from W. So from W to U, this whole angle we have to calculate, right? So let me draw the north line, this north line, the north line at V, at U, and extending the north line at W, right? So this whole angle is 180, right? Okay, so if this is due west of V, it means this is 90 degrees perpendicular. So 120 subtract 90, this should be 35. This angle is 35 degrees. So using the concept of alternate angles, we have two parallel lines, the north line and this north line, and they are connecting with this line. So these are two alternate angles. This is 35 degrees. 180 plus 35 plus this would be the bearing of U from W, right? Okay, so let me find out this angle first. So we have the two sides and one angle of a triangle. So applying the law of sine here, right? Law of sine. Law of sine says this angle over the side, this angle and the front side. So we can say that sine of W over 27.3 kilometer, this would be equals to sine of 125 degrees over 62.4 kilometers, right? Now we have to solve for W, which is equals to sine inverse of 27.3 over 62.4 and times by sine 125 degrees. All right, let me calculate this. So we have let me do sine 125, my calculator is in degrees, right, times 27.3 and divide 62.4 and doing a sine inverse of answer, this is 21 degrees. So the angle W is 21 degrees. So this angle is 21. Now the bearing of U from W. The bearing of U from W is the sum of all the three angles, 180 plus 35 and plus 21. 180 plus 35 plus 21, this is 236 degrees. This is the bearing, 236 degrees, right? Question number 19, part A. On the diagram, sketch the graph of y equals to cos x for x is between 0 to 360 degrees. Okay, let me do the sketch from 0 to 360, right? So if I can use the table of values, between 0 and 180, there is 90 degrees. Okay. And over here, right, this is 90, this is 270, right? So let me do cos of 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0, cos 180 is negative 1, so this is 180. Yes, this is negative 1. Cos 270 is again 0, right? And cos 360 is 1. Yes, it's 1. Okay. Over here. This point. Okay, let me connect all the points to get the smooth curve for the cos. Right. Now for part B, solve the equation for x is between 0 to 360 degrees. Right. Let me solve this. So this is, from here, cos x should be equals to 5 cos x equals to negative of 3, and cos x equals to negative 3 by 5, right? Now from here, x is equals to cos inverse of 3 by 5. We are dealing in degrees because our range is in degrees, right? So cos inverse of 3 by 5 is 53 degrees. X is 53.13 degrees, right? Now cos is negative over here, right? So we have to check cos is negative in which quadrant. So if I use the cast rule over here, right? So we have C, A, S, T is the cast rule, and the rule is we have theta, here we have 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, and 360 degree minus theta, right? Cos is positive in first and fourth quadrant, it's negative in second and third quadrant, right? So as you can see in this equation, cos is negative, right? Cosine is negative in third quadrant. So for third quadrant, we have to do 180 minus the theta value. So we can do 180 degree minus 53.13, right? 180 subtract answer. This is 126.86, 126.9 we can say. 126.9 degrees, right? And cosine is also negative in this is for the second, sorry, this is for second quadrant. Now for third quadrant, we have to do 180 plus theta, right? 180 degree plus 53.13, 180 plus 53.13, this should be equals to 233.13. So 233.13 degrees, right? So we have two values of x, 126.9 degrees and 233.1 degrees. Right. Question number 20. The table shows some values of y. Part A, complete the table. When x is negative 0.5 and when x is 0.5, the values are missing, right? So 3 times negative 0.5, it's square. And we have subtract 2 times negative 0.5 and subtract 1. This is 3 by 4, or we can say 0.75. And for plus 0.5 and plus 0.5, this is negative 1.25. 1.25. Right. Now for part B, on the grid, draw the graph of this function for x is between -1 to 1.5, right? When x is 1, y value is negative 1, y is 4. X is negative 1, the y value is 4. This point we have, right? When x is negative 0.5, it is 0.75, negative 0.5. This is negative 0.5 and 0.75. So this is 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 0.75 is in the middle, right? When x is 0, y value is -1. For 0, it's negative 1. Y is negative 1 over here, yes. For 0.5, minus 1.25. 0.5 minus 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.25. With negative, yes. When x is 1, y value is 0, this point. And for 1.5, 2.75. At 1.5, y is 2, 2.5, 6, 7, and 7.5 is this point. Okay, let me connect all the points to get the smooth curve. Make sure your curve passes through all the points. Right. Now for part C, by drawing the suitable straight line, solve the equation 3x square minus 4x minus 2 equals to 0 for x is between -1 and -1 to 1.5, right? So before we have an equation y equals to 3x square minus 2x minus 1. Okay. And now we have 0 equals to 3x square minus 4x minus 2. Okay, so let me subtract, add, and add. Changing the signs. So we have, this is cancel. 4 minus 2 is 2x and 2 minus 1 is plus 1. And this is y. So y equals to 2x plus 1. This is a straight line we have to draw, right? And drawing a suitable line, we have to solve this equation. Okay, so first let me draw the suitable line, which is 2x minus 1. The slope is 2 and the y-intercept is 1. Y-intercept is 1, this point. The slope is 2. It means rise over run. Rise is 2 units, 1 unit and 2 unit. Run is 1 unit. This point. Let me connect the 2 points to get the straight line. Okay, now we have to find out the solution. When the line intersect the curve, this would be the point. This is negative 0.5, all right. So this is 0, negative 0.1, negative 0.2, negative 0.3. This is negative 0.4. So this point is in the middle. You can say it's negative 0.35. Yes. Minus 0.35 is the solution. Question number 21. A curve has an equation y equals to x cube minus 12x. Part A. Find the gradient of the curve at the point 1, negative 11. So gradient of the curve is basically y prime, which is 3x square negative 12. And we have to find y prime at x is equals to 1, which is 3 minus 12. 3 take away 12 is negative 9. Right. Now for part B, find the coordinates of the turning points of the curve. Turning points are the stationary point when you put y prime equals to 0. So this is 3x square minus 12 equals to 0. 3 is common. X square minus 4. This is equals to 0. So 3 never be negative. 3 is not equals to 0. So from here, x square minus 4 equals to 0. And this should be x plus 2 and x minus 2. This is equals to 0, and from here we have two x values, which is 2 and minus 2. So 2 and minus 2 are the x coordinates. Now let me solve for the y coordinates. So substitute it into the equation. We have y equals to x cube negative 12x, right? So y equals to, when x is 2, 2 cube minus 12 times 2. The first value, and the second value is y equals to negative 2 cube minus 12 times minus 2, right? So we have 2 cube and minus 12 times 2. This is negative of 16 when it is 2. Negative 16. And for negative 2, negative, this is 16. All right. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.